All right, so I think again August recommended this, and I want to take a look at it. It's probably decent content. It was today. I have no idea what the context is. We're going in blind, baby. So let's just do it. Let's get this party started.
I just found out that my house almost got robbed on Tuesday night.
Oh man.
Yeah, I thought about.
Were you there? Because your name is Rob.
Not telling you guys this story because it's an embarrassing story for me and for my husband. But if it helps somebody, I'm gonna tell it.
Yeah.
I know I've talked to you guys about how my husband doesn't drink because he can't drink, because he can't stop. Like once he has one beer, he has to drink every beer there.
He sounds a little bit. That's a little rough there, but it's probably an alcoholic.
I was like telling my mom like that's why I don't drink, because I love drinking.
Yeah, but when you drink, you either don't get drunk or you go too far.
Exactly, which is why like I don't drink.
It'd be fun if you drink. I
Press play.
Okay.
There is, until they're all gone or the bar kicks them out or whatever. After that couple left that my husband invited over, he had like 8 beers during the time that they were at our house, and it wasn't very long. So after they left, I went to bed. By this time, it's like 11:30 p.m., and my husband still wanted to drink more and not by himself. So he Ubered up to a bar. I didn't even know he left, you guys. He gets home at 3:20.
I don't know, that's weird. I don't think I like leaving you home alone at night.
Can I tell you?
Yeah,
it's,
yes.
It's like so weird. Like you're always home because like you work from home.
Yeah.
And, like this is like my house. Like I grew up here.
Yeah.
But like if you ever leave me home alone, like I'm scared now.
Yeah, I know. I don't like leaving
it's
you home
weird
alone.
Being home
yeah.
alone. You're home alone all the time.
Yeah, I'm a man.
But I don't like being home alone.
I know. I don't
That's
like it when you're home alone either.
weird.
It makes me scared. I gotta make sure I protect you.
20 in the morning, 3:20 in the morning. The dogs start barking, and the dogs don't bark at him. So I knew
The dogs were in the bedroom with me, but heard someone else's voice. Creepy.
somebody was with him. So I get up out of bed, and I'm immediately pissed off when I see the time. Okay, I walk out there. I'm a raging bitch. Okay, because why the My husband is like in the refrigerator trying to scrounge up something. I don't know what he's doing. I see this guy. He's walking around our whole house, scoping it out. But I didn't really think anything of that, right? And I'm just trying to get the dogs to stop barking so they don't wake up Ryder, our baby. I'm like, Justin, do you know that it is 3:30 in the morning? What are you doing? Bringing random people over from the bar. Like, what bar did you come from? He starts like mocking me. This is why he doesn't drink, okay? Anyways, he goes, I should be passed out in a ditch in some bushes somewhere. Thank God this guy brought me home. I'm like, Justin, no, we do not do this. And I look at the guy and I'm like, thank you so much for bringing my husband home. I appreciate you. And at this point, the guy is like looking out our back window, like our back door, and he's like texting someone. And again,
I think the context is this guy's trying to rob him. That's what I think August had told me.
Didn't think anything of this. Like, my husband is one of those people that whenever he gets any type of alcohol in him, he trusts everyone.
Okay.
He was like, this guy, he's so nice. This was all happening Wednesday morning at 3:30 in the morning. Fast forward to Wednesday.
That's wild. A Wednesday. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, that started drinking on a Tuesday. That's terrible. You can't do that. I understand a Monday, but a Tuesday? I don't get it.
Early evening, I go to the bar.
Yeah, especially with the baby in the house, too. That is true. That's pretty fucked up. But I guess he's just a complete idiot when he gets drunk.
My husband had spent the bar tab on my credit card, right? I saw the name of the bar. I was like, well, let me go see and let me go apologize. Right? So I go there. I order one beer. Before you know it, the bartender is talking to somebody else about she's describing a guy that sounds just like my husband.
Wait, so this is the next day?
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, I feel like we skipped something. Okay.
And I was like, wait, was he tall? And I like interjected a little bit. She turns to me and she's like, yeah. And she describes my husband. And I'm like, oh, my husband was here last night and that's him. She goes, oh, did you guys just move from Charlotte? And I said, yes, we did. She said, girl, it wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault. And I'm like, what is she talking about? I'm like, girl, I'm not blaming anything on you. She goes, did you get robbed? And I said, no. What? Yeah, you better elaborate on that, okay? Let's just, okay, what happened? She said, I'm so sorry. I begged them not to do it. And I'm like, not to do what? Beg who? What?
Well, I mean, if somebody had a plan to rob somebody, you don't beg them not to do it. You call the police. Like, that seems silly.
She said, your husband, we had to cut him off. This is why he doesn't drink, okay? And his phone was dead, so he couldn't order an Uber. She said, I tried to order him an Uber, and he wouldn't let me do it. He was like gonna get in the car with these dudes that were gonna bring him home. And she was like, and I knew that these guys were gonna rob him. And I begged them not to do it. What?
I feel like that part can't be real. Like, I mean, I'm sure she's telling the truth, but that waitress or whatever, or bartender, was a girl, right? There's no way. She's like, guys, don't rob him, and then left it. I would have called the cops. I would have been like, hey, listen, there's a guy, he's gonna get robbed, blah blah blah. You know, the fuck.
So that's why that guy was scoping my house out, huh? Oh, okay. I wasn't mad at her. I'm not mad at her at all. I tipped her very well. I was like, you just saved me lots of things because I haven't got my security system installed yet. I had already cashed out.
Announce it on social media.
Yeah, so I was about to say, tell us. Oh, really? Where do you live again? Didn't she like announce where she lived at some point in this? Like vaguely. That's smart.
I just had one beer and I cashed out. And I get in the car and I call my husband and I'm like, listen here.
Idiot. That's what she should say.
Yeah, you being so naive and trusting everyone because you're a dude and you think that I'm being paranoid because I don't want anybody that we don't know personally in our house. This is why. He is taking it so seriously, you guys. He didn't sleep at all last night. I was like, good, as you shouldn't have. Because you are you've caused this. You're supposed to be our protector and our provider and everything, and you are not protecting us by bringing some random people over to our house. And I'm like so scared because I'm thinking that they're gonna come back at a different time and no. Like,
well, that would be the goal, right? Well, they probably would have stole stuff from there if she wasn't in the house or if she stayed asleep.
Yeah,
I think that was the big thing. They probably won't go back. They're probably like, oh, this guy's drunk as fuck. Let's try to go in there and, you know, yada yada. So I don't think that that's what's gonna happen, but it could.
With other people, not just the one guy, and know what they're gonna take. And I'm scared. I'm getting my security system installed tomorrow though, so it'll be okay.
Well, hopefully you
I just
posted
found
that.
out that
Hopefully you posted this after it was installed already. Yeah, that's interesting. So apparently, from what I remember, August telling me is that they said everybody was telling her to get a divorce. That was like the big thing.
That says I needed.
Yeah.
You know what's so fucking stupid?
What do you think about that? I feel like I don't think they need to get a divorce, but he needs to get his shit together.
Get a smack upside the head.
He needs to his wife needs to kick his ass because there are times as a man, and I acknowledge this, that it would be okay if my wife killed me. It's true. There are always times as a man where it would be justified. If my wife killed me, I would be like, yeah, that's not her fault. You know what I mean? It's okay. I get it. So this is one of those times. You get so drunk, you bring a fucking stranger home to your house at 3:30 in the morning.
Town you just moved in, so it's not even a stranger from a familiar place. You know?
Yep, they come in.
Makes them an extra stranger.
And then they're scoping out your house, looking and trying to see if there's a security system. And then you go to the bar the next day and confirm that that's actually what was happening. You're like, yeah, I think that it's reasonable for her to kill him.
Is that
joking, but
y'all are giving me advice like this? Have you never made a mistake when you were drunk? Was a pretty serious mistake.
Never.
And I get that, and so does my husband. He understands that too. We did not get.
But here's
robbed.
the thing, like,
why announce
out
on
of
social
everything,
media?
it's not that serious. Kind of like, kind of little.
Well,
like,
well,
to, like, things.
Yes and no. I think in one hand, him getting really drunk and like isn't that big of a deal. Bringing home a stranger. That like I get it. Like usually you would imagine that someone at the bar maybe they wouldn't be a fucking robber, but I feel like in this instance it could have been pretty bad. You know, so it could have been a big deal. Like that's scary for her and her kid.
Yeah.
What if they just decided to punch her in the fucking head and steal stuff? He was wobbling around. So
probably because my crazy ass came out there and we have dogs, and then the guy probably saw
dogs
the little kid toys and was like, oh, this.
All they got is kid toys. I can't steal anything good from these guys. The dog probably is what did it.
Wife and she's not drunk. And look, he's got a kid. And look, they have dogs. And they don't sound small. I think my husband is lucky that I came out all sober and bitchy in this case because I done saw his face. And I had dogs barking in the background. Because you know what I think he was planning on doing? I think he was planning on waiting for my husband to pass out. And then he was going to rob him.
Yeah.
But he didn't realize.
Kind of smart if you think about it. I'm just saying, like, you don't do that, but it's kind of smart.
He was coming home to a wife and a kid and dogs, and I saw his
Dogs.
face.
Yeah, because what
Like that-
fucking married father is going out on a Wednesday?
Yeah, true. That's a
3 in the
good
morning
point.
Getting drunk by himself.
That's true. Maybe they're like, this is just some fucking idiot. Let's go see what he's got and maybe take his PlayStation. Blah. You know, I don't know. True. But I mean, like, men who live alone, they have nothing. They have a TV and they have a mattress on the floor. So what are you going to steal from that person? You know?
That made
He's got no dignity left to steal.
things probably more complicated. I think that's the problem with our society now, though, is
All right,
that
relax.
everybody thinks that if somebody messes up, that they need a divorce. Like, my husband is taking full responsibility for this. He realizes what he's done. We do love each other, and that is a choice that you make in marriage.
Yeah, I mean,
And
she's
we're
not
doing-
wrong. Some of these comments are a little terminally online. Like, it's a pretty, like, I would say, like, damn, girl, you better get your shit together. But the divorce,
Yeah, no,
I mean-
and like it's the problem that people are saying that, but it's also a problem for her that she like posted that on social media.
yeah, well, that's the thing.
because like
yeah.
it wasn't her intention, but like that story's about shitting on her husband for making a stupid choice.
Yeah, well, and then she's also has 4 million subscribers, so she kind of knows the way that this works. You know, she knows.
Yeah.
So you know people are gonna have the reaction they're having. So, but she gets to make content out of it for herself. Is probably what she's thinking about. Again, boundary issue in life.
Our best. We just moved from a city that my husband has never lived outside of. And I've been living in Charlotte since 2006.
Okay.
So, yeah, we're stressed the fuck out. But before you judge somebody else, maybe you should remove the log in your own eye.
The what?
Because if you've never made a mistake ever in your life, then come talk to me. And marriage does take work every single day. But didn't I say for better or for worse? Yeah, this is the worst. This was a huge wake-up call for him. Now he understands
I hope so.
why I don't want people over at our house that we don't know. I don't know why it took this.
Well, I feel like this should be now he understands that he can't get drunk. He can't drink any more alcohol. Or if he
Or
drinks, he
drink
has to
by
have a
himself.
no, he needs a shock
Leave.
collar. He needs a shock collar. He needs to be in the house. He needs a shock collar. So if he walks out to the house, he's electrocuted.
Yeah, that's fine.
That works perfectly. Yeah.
for him to understand it. But either way, he has it drilled in his brain now. And he will never do it again. I know it. I know.
Well,
he
that's
won't.
good.
You know what's so fucked?
Yeah, I mean, I felt it was a mistake. The comments are a little annoying. A mistake, honey. It's your life and your child's. Yeah, sure, I guess. I hate the commenters, but yeah, no, okay, yeah, that was an interesting situation.